Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Absolutely. Right. The shoes.
BBC interview with a guy outside the security perimeter who claims he saw the shooter before he fired. Oh my fucking Lord, by the way. Look at his hat. He's got the Trump hair visor. Oh my God, this is the silliest way that anyone could ever attempt to cover a fucking potential political assassination. Jesus Christ.
You weren't inside the event, nope, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party. And we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
This is classic, by the way. Like, this is actually classic. Multiple shooter theory, things like that. All of that is a staple, okay? So ultimately, I mean, look, I have no reason to believe this dude's lying, but like, I need you to understand that in a situation like this, there's gonna be a lot of fucking people. There's also an alleged video of a shooter that was on a fucking, not a rooftop, but like on top of like pallets. But it could be literally a Secret Service sniper that he saw. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many things. Eyewitness testimony, especially in the moment in a chaotic situation like this, is going to be unimaginably unreliable. Okay? I'm just letting you guys know. I don't want you to fucking rush to conclusions off of shit like this. Once again, I will reiterate that statement. Okay?
We're pointing at them. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in.
I have seen the possible video of a person on a roof apparently dead. Okay, I know. I saw. Okay, if you think you have a new video, trust me, you do not have a new video. I've already fucking seen it. And no, this is not a D-list reporter. Are you kidding me? This is like BBC's official U.S. correspondent. One, it's a terms of service violation to show like a straight up dead guy. Okay. Two, what? Trump wasn't hit by a bullet? Who is this person? Capitol Hill reporter for Axios. Glass fragments, not a bullet, hit Trump, a source familiar tells me. Oh my God. Deleted Biden tweet on the assassination. Okay. Good one. Glass fragment, not a bullet, hit Trump, a source familiar tells me. This is from an Axios reporter, so it's definitely more reliable than eyewitness testimony.
Muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle.
Doohickey? No, it could be glass from the teleprompter. It could be glass shards from a teleprompter. They have he has teleprompters in front of him. They might even have fucking barriers. I don't know. It's just
around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but,
sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I've informed Twitch that the servers are fucking up.
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is,
they know they're on it. They're paying close attention.
Considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth.
Is it EU chatters that are effing?
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance?
Instant cope, hate on the blue collar guy, buy the teleprompter bullshit. Instant cope, brother. This is a fucking Axios reporter and not some random fucking guy. An Axios reporter asking for details is a little bit, has more veracity than random guy. I'm not saying he's wrong. Why are you making this about fucking blue collar people? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, we're keeping our minds open too.
And Tom, you and your team certainly have a huge depth of experience and
eyewitness testimony, especially in a chaotic situation like this, is notoriously unreliable. All I'm saying is, remember that when you are listening to people talk about what they saw. Okay. Also, what his testimony is, does not contradict a possible glass shard.
Background, the FBI would be able to instant fingerprint him at the scene. They would be able to get information, and either that way they'd look into facial recognition to see if they could identify him in any sort of government database. From there, you might know where the individual lives, any relatives. They will comb through every inch and ounce of his social media. They will have the ability to go to social media companies and ask for an emergency warrant, and they will most certainly be granted to get access to those communications, cell phone communications, text communications.
Tom?
All of that will be part of the instant investigation.
I apologize to ask you a question, then I have to interrupt you, but we are getting some confirmation. The Butler County DA is now telling us that one spectator has died in this incident. One has been apparently wounded and is in critical condition, and the shooter, as Tom has been reporting, is dead. So To repeat that news, and this comes via the Butler County DA, one spectator at this Trump rally is dead. Another is in critical condition, and the shooter, what we believe right now at this hour, the lone shooter is also dead.
And whether
as
you're
our
on
colleague,
mobile or desktop,
Tom Winter was reporting, they will work very quickly and work backwards, and will likely know a lot about this individual in a short amount of time. You see former President Trump trying to acknowledge the crowd while being obviously stunned and being led to the safety of an armored vehicle, but it appears that he is okay, suffering what we've all been able to see, some sort of a graze-type wound to his ear. We hear him, asking for his shoes. He is led away. He continues to turn toward the crowd to offer a sense of assurance that he is okay. He is now clear of that scene as people continue to leave, all of them telling stories of hearing these pops. Some of them, one